Hello and welcome to the Indian Classical Guitar Academy. My name is Jack Jennings and today I have a short lesson and a demonstration in Raag Bilawal. Raag Bilawal is a beautiful morning rag and it's very similar to the major scale in Western music, but it also uses the flat seventh, so it's kind of a mix of the Mixolydian mode and the major scale. It's a very, very beautiful rag. It's quite sort of simple and straightforward in a way, but it does have very interesting colours to it using that Cornwall knee, that flat seven. So enjoy this breakdown lesson, and then there's a demonstration, a performance of the rag a bit later in the video. And if you guys want to do this kind of material, you can join the Indian Classical Guitar Academy, or you can buy the Essential Techniques for Indian Guitar course. There's a special offer this month in July. If you buy the Essential Techniques course, you'll get the Raag Hansadhwani course, which is one of our most loved courses, such a beautiful rag. You'll get that course as a free bonus. So just buying one course will get you a second course for free. But you can also just sign up monthly and gain access to everything that we've ever done and new material every month. So check that out if you guys are interested about learning more. And for now, just enjoy this free lesson and enjoy the music performance at the end, and I'll see you next time. We're going to be looking at Raag Bilawal, and first of all we're just going to look at the ascending and descending structure. That's always the most important thing, just to get the basic overview of the rag, and then we'll move into a few different phrasing considerations, and we're going to look at the composition. There's a beautiful tintal gat that we can play in this rag, and I'll just break down the different phrases and look at the different technical considerations for playing those. And then we'll be looking at improvising within that composition, but doing different improvised passages that are very tightly bound to that composition, so it's got a very particular shape to it. So just to begin with, the rag has the notes of the major scale, all the Shuddha notes, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. But what we do on the way up is that we play. So that was sa, re, ga, and then we go straight to pa, and then da, mi, sa. So we're just missing out ma. So sa, re, ga, pa, da, mi, sa. And if that was scale numbers, it would be 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, so that's just the ascending in this position. Okay, so I've just got those 3 notes on the D string and then 4 notes on the G string. Now to go down, this is where it gets really interesting and where the real character of the rag comes in. We play sa, ni, da, but then we go to the Cornwall knee. So that Cornwall knee, which is the flattened 7th degree, we come up to that note, so we have to go down to da, sa, ni, da, and then ni, and then we rise up to the flat 7, up to the Cornwall knee. So sa, ni, da, ni, and that's the most characteristic part of Raag Bilawal, and that's what takes it actually just out of the major scale. So it's not just a pure major scale, it has that flat 7th, and you're playing around with the juxtaposition between the major 7 and the flat 7, that minor 7th. And on the way down we can play the ma, so that's pa, ma, and then the ga, re, sa we can play on the way down. So all the way down it's sa, ni, da, Cornwall knee, and then da, pa, and then straight down ma, ga, re, sa. So just to reiterate that, you're going up, and that's more like Hansadhwani, that sa, re, ga, pa, so skipping over the ma on the way up, and then the da, ni, sa, okay, that's the way up, sa, re, ga, pa, da, ni, sa, and then the way down is more interesting and complex. Sa, ni, da, ni, on the way down, you shouldn't play sa ni da sa ni sa ni. You can't go directly to that Cornwall ni. It has to be sa ni da ni na na na. It has to be in that kind of relationship. That Cornwall ni can be played just approached from da. So you could be ascending. And then reach that Cornwall ni. But the phrase won't really feel complete until you've actually touched on that should ni. So again, if I did a phrase that just played Cornwall ni a lot, then it just doesn't sound like Bilawal, it sounds like a different rag. So there's the Cornwall ni. Then back to the should ni to bring that major sound again, that the should ni, the pure major seventh, to bring that lighter sound. So you're always just contrasting the light and the dark of that should ni and Cornwall ni. Okay, and just using that ma on the way down, always sparingly. It's not really a resting note. It's not really a resting note. It has to have that sense that it's the descent. You're going down. So you can play things like sa re ga ma ga re sa. You can play that sa re ga ma, but you have to then turn back from ma. Sa re ga ma ga re sa. More characteristic to play sa re ga pa ma ga re sa. That's more characteristic. Okay, so it's just important to wrap your mind around that as intimately as you can. I mean, I've known this rag for so long, but it's really important to just continually be thinking about that balance between the should ni and the Cornwall ni, and that sparing use of the fourth on the way down, and just the natural way that the notes tend to represent themselves, that the ga and pa are very strong notes. So ga and pa, I'd say that they're very, very prominent notes. And ni just has a lot of strength to it, because it really signifies the brightness of the rag. And as I said, you're contrasting that with the Cornwall ni. So there's often an oscillation, especially in the slower passages, between that da and Cornwall ni. So you're playing around with that. You're playing around with that special color that. And it feels to me that you can treat that note, that Cornwall ni, you can also play that on maybe more on the flat side. There's like a very expressive kind of scope there. So you can play the fretted note, but when you're doing the means, you can touch on the flatter side, so you're emphasizing more like the darker kind of timbre of that Cornwall ni, of that interval. Because it makes the should ni sound even brighter, so you're kind of exaggerating those extremes between the notes. So that's all in just the lower octave that we use in this tuning system. but it feels very juicy with this rag. It feels a really nice place to really play into the character of those notes. want to start one of these courses, you can buy them individually or you can subscribe monthly to access all of them. For subscribers, there will be new content every month, including live streams where we can answer your personal questions and go into more detail about applying this material. So far we've covered Raag Yaman, Raag Bageshri, Jog, Hansadhwani, Kafi and Raag Malkons, and there's much more to come. This body of work is a culmination of the 18 years experience I have as a guitar teacher, combined with the knowledge acquired through studying the sitar directly and then adapting that material using the guitar techniques that suit this style best. To create these courses and gather the most authentic material possible, I work closely with other Indian classical musicians such as Manish Pingle and Gurdain Rayatt. I'd like to give a special thanks to my guru Roopa Panesar, who has guided me in the creation of these courses. Much of the material has been adapted directly from my training with her. Also Shakir Khan, my guru, who's been inspiring me immensely and continues to shape how I approach the instrument and this incredible world of Indian classical music. So come and join us at the Indian Classical Guitar Academy to start this journey. The first 50 subscribers will get a reduced price every month for the whole duration of their membership. So come and be one of the first guitar players to realise what it means to be an Indian classical musician.